Hello, my name is Steve McKenzie. I'm here to present an idea for storing lessons. Ever feel overworked? Ever feel stressed? New teachers, even old teachers feel that. Like everything's piling on top of them. And pressures have never been as high. There's Kagan strategies, there's flipped classes, problem-based learning, project-based learning. Everything's coming at us. And how can we get ourselves out from underneath all of this? How can we connect ourselves to like-minded teachers? How can we meet them? How can we share, especially if they're not in our building or possibly even in our district? Well, the idea is a social pin board based on the idea of Pinterest. Pinterest is a pin board, and I typed in math lessons and saw what came up. This particular lesson has 136 pins, and I can repin it. I can say I like it, or I can make a comment on it. Look how popular some of these are. This one over here has 1 like and 8 repins. I'm probably not going to look at it. But this one here, 21 people liked it. 136 pinned it to their own board. That is something that's going to interest me. Now, why else is something like Pinterest important? Well, if I like a teacher or like what a teacher's posting, I can become their follower, and I can automatically get any of their new postings. And I can also see who they're following. And I might follow who they're following just to see what they're looking at, to see what inspires the people that inspire me. I think that's kind of a really cool idea. And I can just take a look. Like this one here, it's definitely elementary school. This one here, it's got some food in it. But this one, just pen and paper. Old-fashioned pen and paper, but 17 people liked it. Doesn't have to be blowing people's minds, but just, hey, look at it. Look what it's done. Why use a social pin board? Talked about the followers. But just getting teachers' information out there in a visual way. It makes it so easy to see what those teachers are up to. Well, what are we doing right now? What's happening right now? If I was to look for a lesson, let's say in the BC AMT resource site, what would I find? Well, site's opening up. And I've done this to lots of sites, so I'm not just picking on one particular site because, hey, they're doing it the worst. But look at it. It's a bunch of blue links. Does this link right here tell me what it's about? Grade 12 trig project. No idea what it's about. And I wouldn't know until I clicked on it. I've done it. I've clicked on hundreds of these things. And I found a few useful ones, but a lot of ones I just wouldn't use in my class. They don't meet my style. They don't match what I'm doing. They don't match what I want to do. Where are we going with this? Well, let's just take a look at some of these. This one here, Brain Gym. Linking math to movement. Kind of cool. I can tell what that's about. I can tell the grade level. I can kind of get a feel for it before I open it. What about this one here? Technology in your math classroom. They're using a rubric. Hey, I like that. Maybe I'll take a look at that. 21st century learners. Hey, that's giving me keys to what I'm looking for. This next one. Classroom freebies. Technology. Help for adding and subtracting decimals. They even have more detail in it, like it's computer-based manipulatives. Let's see if they're better or easier or harder than the hands-on ones. You can kind of see what it's up to. What about this one here? 25 video lessons. Examples of 4 core subject areas. Math, science, language, technology. It really gives you a good idea of what that teacher's actually teaching, how they're teaching it. And I don't have to wade through all those little blue links. What does our district already have? We have lead teachers sharing exemplar lessons, going from school to school, reteaching the same lessons to people over and over again. Wouldn't it be nice if they could just click on a video lesson from some of these exemplar teachers and say, hey, look at it. That looks cool. We have teachers doing flip classes. Should every teacher in the district that's teaching a certain subject have to redo a flip class? Or should we just say, hey, this guy's got a great lesson. Let's follow what he's doing. Maybe I'll do one for him next time. Everybody doesn't have to do every lesson on their own. Let's share some things. There's teachers doing project-based learning, problem-based learning, even just demonstrations like Science 10 or Science 8. You're doing a cool demonstration. Why don't we videotape it and show it? That'd be kind of cool. Or even just show how to do it so other teachers could do their own. teachers using innovative software. Let's take a look at it. Is it free? Is it cost? Is it worth getting? Why don't we talk about that? Using diverse assessment strategies, Kagan strategies, etc. What do we want at Shared Lessons? We want a meaningful way to store and share ideas. We want to connect teachers together in a social and professional way. We want to connect like-minded teachers to each other regardless of physical location. We want professional development to be a continual process and not just something that happens a couple weekends out of the year. What do we need from you? Is it something we have? Do we have a desire to get something out of you? All we want you to do is to recognize that all teachers have valuable information to share. I once went to a math conference down in Surrey, and I listened to two teachers talking from Vernon. And one of them was watching this guru of math speak about math. And this guru is like telling them all these wonderful things, and the guy beside him's like, yeah, I do that. Yeah, I do that. Yeah, that's something I do. And his colleague turns around to him and says, I had to come 350 miles to find out that someone 4 doors down from me is doing exactly what I'm here to learn about. What you do is valuable. What you do, I want to know. What else do we want? We also want you to recognize that sharing is not a weakness but a strength. The more we share, the stronger teachers we become, the better educators we become, the more kids learn, the easier our job gets. And what else do we want from you? The sinister idea of, we just want you to get involved. We want you to share what you have. Even if it's only 1 or 2 tips, it doesn't have to be a full lesson. Just share something you're passionate about. What will we do in return? We'll administer the site. We'll help sign up new members. We'll receive and address complaints. That could be a lot of fun. We'll forward server issue problems to appropriate personnel so it can be taken care of. And we'll try to spread the word, but I'd like you to try to spread the word too. We're going to talk to lead teachers. We're going to follow up with department heads. We're going to go to Pro-D conferences and try to promote the idea. But we want to grow organically. We want people that like the idea to share the idea. That could be you. Thank you.